Sing in me muse, and through me tell the story of those people, skilled in all ways of contending, the Dragonlords, harried by fate and prophecy. Sing of the cities they saw, of the minds they learned of distant peoples, and weathering many bitter nights and days deep in their hearts, while they fought to save their homes and the lives of all Thyleans. Of these adventurers, Muse, most sacred of daughters, tell us in our time, and lift the great song again. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Oathsworn, our Odyssey the Dragonlords campaign here at TPK Roleplay. My name is Turk, or Turk Accented, whichever you like. I have the distinct pleasure of being your dungeon master for the evening, but I am not alone, as I have a whole batch of wonderful storytellers here around our proverbial campfire. And I think it's about time that they introduce themselves. Comrade, if you could please lead us off.
Yes, I am Comrade Crash. My character's name is Leo Dragos, the human paladin, Oath of the Dragonlord. He walks the path of the Vanished One. And up next is Sir Lukalock.
All right, hey everyone, it's me, Sir Lukalock. Tonight I am playing Calliope, the College of Epic Poetry bard, who walks the path of the Dragon Slayer. And is also a siren. I don't think I said that, but let's move on to HP.
I am the last hit point hero, and tonight I will be playing Threnos, the Siren Sorcerer, who walks the path of the demigod. On to Tony.
Hello, I'm Tony. I'm playing Eliana Legie, the elf cleric who follows a path of the Gifted One. And we'll go upwards to Al.
Hello, it's Alabitha playing Ponos, the Odyssean rogue who's walking up the path of the Cursed One, and I'll hand up to Chrissy.
Hello, I'm Chrissy. I'm playing Defera Adamos, the Medusa Warlock, walking the path of the Haunted One. I think. Yes?
Think? Yeah? Yeah, I know you're good.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No confirmation has been done on that. All right. Well, last we left our heroes, you are all ascending the stairs to the King's Palace in the city of Astoria, having recently reached it, being told, among many things, that you had to head here to drink from the horn of Balmitra. A lot of MYs. But is one of your three great labors that you had to take on, and that the city of Astoria would serve as a pretty good central point for your endeavors going forward. You've come in the middle of the wine festival. You had some fun, some laughs, some emotional weight put on you. It's good. You learned a little bit about curses and other sorts of things, but that's enough recap. As the once great Astorian palace looms high above the rest of the city as you ascend these stairs, moving your way past seemingly foreign dignitaries, porters, a lot of people carrying a lot of carafes of wine, some seemingly eager to present their gifts to the God King Pythor himself. Pythor, of course, being one of the 5 gods of Thylea, him specifically being the god of strength and battle, and apparently father of your companion Threnos. But allegedly, large windows set let in copious amounts of sunlight, which fails to chase away just a general, oddly enough, as you make your way through the kind of central area there, the opening, and are escorted into the palace proper. There's a kind of feeling of gloom compared to the rest of the city, which to be a lively and industrious, tough as nails. They're under siege and they're having a best time of it. I mentioned last time, kind of place. This seems very different. As you walk, you notice evidence of the court's past glories in the forms of extravagant tapestries and artifacts from the First War, and moving forward. A lot of them chronicle the initial efforts of the Dragonlords, and then they transition to the rise of Pythor and his eventual overthrow of Lysis Archelander, the Mad King of this city before him. And you find a lot of the more recent events, though, lacking, to your memory at least. Well, most of your memories. Some of you have been in situations where you might not remember recent events. A lot of things that might have been attributed to Pythor aren't on the walls. A lot of successful forays or defenses. There's been minor skirmishing between some armies, but nothing, of course, like now. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of modern events to your eyes. But shortly enough, you are escorted into the king's chamber, and I'll drag you over here as we set that scene. Before you is a it is a large grand hall lined on either side with a series of statues, each representing a different one of the 5 gods. Each of them here, Mitros, Vulcan, Pythor, Valis, and Kira, all in resplendent forms, some younger, some older, but all very finely carved. Following along the sides here, you can catch not only that there are a number of attendants dressed in varying robes and looking, as you enter, catching your eye and turning and kind of gathering that, okay, new people, and slowly gears start to process. A few of them whisper back and forth. But the thing dominating the room right now, in a very literal sense of the word, is an extremely tall and powerfully built looking man. Long golden hair and beard cover his face. Armor strapped to his sides. A large mithril battle axe tagged on and kind of loosely attached to his belt. In one hand seems to be a massive carafe of wine that he wields somewhat like a sword, pointing it at the representation of the goddess Mitros as he drunkenly stumbles back and forth. And based off the statues and general demeanor, or at least general reverence that he's being shown, you would gather this is indeed Pythor, god of battle.
Top notch at keg stands.
Come on, square up, you. Thought you could just run away? Well, leave us to clean up your mess. I challenge you, mother. Come now. Fight me. Fight. Come on. Put your dukes up, just like the old days, just like you taught me. He takes a half-hearted swing, not finding it. He takes like a few shadow boxing jabs before moving and kind of stumbling over. Sister. I'd fight you, but then there'd be no one left to revive me again. Ah. Oh, goddess of wisdom. You still married an idiot. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good stuff. Oh, I wish you were here, though. You'll notice that the attendants there, or at least what you're slowly grasping, are more his advisors or minders even, have begun exiting the room, slowly acknowledging that you are who the king likely has been mentioning. I mean, you did have an express invitation here, and you're given the room to move about in as Esther. Oh, sorry, not Esther. Oh gosh, Pythor kind of stumbles back and forth again, going to the next one. Father, I came out of you. I thought you'd be taller, at least. Come on, swing, give me a fight. I haven't had a good fight in years, centuries, days, hours.
I'm
maybe.
gonna gently grasp one of the attendants' wrists,
Yes,
just so I get his attention before he jets out the room.
yes, chosen.
You're leaving us alone with King Pythor while he's, and I'm just gonna kind of gesture towards him.
The king is morose.
He's drunk.
He is often both these days, but morose is the more prevalent, although it is not quite as obvious. And you'll see he'll go to the statue of Kira, and he'll just lift it up like it's a baby. Oh, you're getting heavier. Oh, those days on the road, you're clearly having too much wine. Learn from me then.
Oh.
He personally requested an audience with you. Something about an oath he had to swear to and help he would request. As I understand, there are those in your party who claim lineage from him.
And she'll kind of glance over to Threnos.
That is at least what I've been told.
Yes, well, it is known that the king wishes to know all his children, but you might want to temper any expectations of hospitality and welcoming. And given his current state, he's called you here to ask a favor, but I dare not supersede his authority, even in his current state. Honestly, this is the most sober he's been this week.
It's unsettling, but oh, gods give me strength.
That is one of the gods. I don't know how much help they'll be.
He is the god of strength.
I know. The irony. And I guess I'll just slowly approach.
Sure. And he'll slowly kind of turn his head, putting down the statue, and goes, my, it's not often we have women in this court. Well, at least not women as good looking as you. And in full armor.
I'll kneel and, King Pythor, you requested us.
Yes. Oh, gosh, sorry. Got the wrong idea when you came in here wearing my symbol and all that. You're the E one. The E one. Yes. Oh, you took it right out of my mouth. I was just about to
My
get
apologies.
it. Yeah. Well, it's two for messing up. Oh, Eliana. Oh, gosh. Yes, please. Sit. I have a favor to ask of all of you. Oh. And he'll just go and grab the nearest chair. You can tell the kind of function of this room is it's to be a representative of equals, but the center chair does have a bit more finery, and it is slightly larger. But he doesn't seem to give that much as he fits and sits sideways into the chair. Yeah, all of you, please. Okay. No one wants to sit next to me.
Oh, no.
This guy.
Ponos.
All right. Well, and he pauses and kind of catches something in his throat. It just I'm sorry. I was all right. I said I wasn't gonna cry today because you guys were all here and you're gonna be strong. No, I was gonna be strong. But I just and he just kind of vacillates for a second. And, no, it's my daughter. Oh, poor sweet Honora. Oh, a few weeks, the Order of Sidon wants her dead. Oh God, oh me. I want her dead, and I can't do anything about it.
And why not?
Yeah, aren't you a god?
And he goes and grabs another seemingly empty carafe, and he turns and kind of flings it with a surprising amount of strength, actually denting the wall next to the statue of Mitros. It's that damn oath. Can't do anything. Just gotta sit on my hands and not interfere. Cursed me. But I'm bound by oaths and promises to not use my power unless the Titans, bastards that they are. He gives a middle finger to the sky. Lest they start getting involved, and I'm a good gauge of strength here, and they're all not quite ready. I think. Wait. Well, some of you paint a pretty picture, but they're not quite ready yet.
Ready to take them on?
Yes. Gods, I wish I could. It'd be good. To fight again, but I can't do it. And how, Honora? Oh, Honora. She's 18 years old. Doesn't deserve this. But now they have the city besieged, droughting us to the south. Haven't seen a lick of rain. Sidon's wearing us out, skirting the damn rules.
So you're concerned for your daughter, then?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know why. Gosh, mothers know that I had lots of children, but my mother died early on, earlier than most of the others. And the little thing just clung to me. Don't know why, I just feel for her. Most of my children, they meet me, stay for a few nights, drink half my wine and food, and go. But it's different with Honora. She will be the best of us. She's a good child. She doesn't deserve this, but she's so set on being sacrificed. She says it's for the good of the city, and God,
Wait,
mother and father.
she is willingly giving herself.
Not exactly. It's the Order of Sidon came a few weeks ago. The Fucking dragons. Fucking disasters that they are. Horrific things. Came down here. I have to house them, of course. They said that Sidon demands the death of Honora, change the Rock of Esther, the damn Akerlon itself, on the full moon. I've been trying, mostly, to think of a way out. Just negotiating. I hope keeping them here would let them, give us a shot. Maybe breaking them down or take someone else. Not that I could pick anyone to die.
How did they get to just choose Honora?
They showed up and demanded it.
Did you tell them to just go away?
I told them they could stay the night, have as much of my fine wine as they liked, and then they were free to go and take their request all the way back to Praxis and sit on the entire fucking tower. And then the rain stopped. And then the army showed up. And then people started looking to me for help. Then Honora found out. Now she's got it all in her head. She's going to be sacrificed and, putting things in order for me. Father shouldn't see his daughter die. I've seen it too many times already.
Sorry, I can't help but find it odd how much compassion you're showing for your kids. Not all receive the same attention then. Some are what? Just left? Some what? Don't get the strength? Some are what? Sown from your weakest seed? What is it?
Oh, sorry. You were doing a thing. And I totally burped. Oh, God, that's a good one. Look, sorry. You're... don't tell me. Don't... Yes. Threnos. Yes, you're supposed to... Yeah, once... And he'll rise out of the chair, kind of like standing to attention and then pulling the chair off his butt. And will walk around the table, taking a moment as he kind of stumbles and puts a hand down, steadies himself. Let me get a look at you real quick. And he leans down, and the first thing is going to be the fact that he smells like you stuck your nose into I can't remember the residue that's left after drinking wine.
The dregs,
yeah. Just like his breath smells like pure condensed wine and just all the dregs left after, and he just kind of comes right up, leaning down and kind of puts a hand towards your face and kind of pokes your forehead. Almost takes your chin under his thumb and moves it up. Moves it to the side.
All my life, my mother has said that you sowed this seed. To everyone that would listen. But that No.
Yeah.
Not you.
No,
Not
you're right.
This. What?
Nope. Not me. Sorry.
Then, no.
Yeah, no, usually, there's something of me, divine essence and all that. I could feel it. But, oh gosh, sometimes I feel that stuff coming from a mile away. I figured if you were the Oracle's chosen, I could. But, yeah. And he leans in again. I'm sorry, friend. I don't usually say this, but I'm not your father.
Reverse Zeus.
No,
Yes.
my mother, but
I
but that's what she said. I knew I wasn't, but that's what she said.
I don't know what to tell you, son. Well, sorry, that's a bad word. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure your mother is a very nice lady.
My mother is dead. Sidon killed her.
Bastard. Do you know how?
Anytime the storms came, she would fly in the face of the storms, laughing, mocking, yelling that I was yours. And one storm she didn't come back. Then she died with a lie on her lips.
No. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I'd help. I'd help find your father, but I can't really do anything till Anora's seen to. God of strength, right? Oh, God.
I need a minute. Thurnos will just stand up and walk over to the back corner of the room.
Understood.
And I think Leo at that point kind of stands up and heads towards Pythos, and I think just asks, "Well, what would you like us to do?"
I'd say get ready, because the way I see it, there's not much that can be done. Talk to the Order. They're still here. They keep saying, I don't know. I don't have the answers. One of my sisters was here. She'd know. You could go fight challenge their leaders of the army. Just a glorious one-on-one combat. I think there's still some honor amongst them. Heart, though, strong lot. Gods, me and mother. Damn oaths.
Speaking of, what possibly could have gotten you to swear to not use your power?
It was the Oath of Peace. You don't know about the Oath of Peace? Oh, come on. Oh, my goodness. Let me sing you a song. Or not. Oh, that'd be bad. Oh, look. A long time ago. 499. Long time ago. The end of the First War. There we were, in Mitros, fighting the good fight. To me and my brothers and sisters, well, not brothers. Only one of me, one boy, two girls, and my mother and father. Oh, we had a good fight. But then the Dragonlords went off to Praxis, took all their vim and vigor and whatever dragons they had left, and we had to stay and guard the place. Next thing we know, they're coming back with this agreement that we had to sign. Gosh, yeah. That damn little Daemon. He's wily and smart and reminds me of a North sometimes. I think about him when he still had skin. He told us we had to sign it. Sidon, with the area, they would back off, pull their armies back, go back to the wildlands. We'd get to rule our cities, or at least protect our people. It's the only way we could win. Peace was the only option. So here I am, 500 years of no battle for the god of battles. Like a flame spell in a fire. Like a bottle of, like a flask of water in the ocean.
And somehow they just only had to agree to pull the armies back, but they're coming back and just doing whatever they want. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me.
The armies are officially not associated with him. The Order of Sidon venerates their god. And he might tell them what to do, but he's not doing it. If Sidon himself were here, that was a good fight. But Thundercloud bastard that he is, he'd be a bad thing for the land if he decided to actually express his power. Him and his damn crazy wife.
They're going by technicalities. Does that make us the technicality then? You're asking us to do this?
I'm begging you, honestly. I don't know where else to go. I brought up all the wise men and legal scholars. I've been talking to Valis, as much as messengers can break through the bandits to the south. We're just on our own. I'm on my own. And I can't do anything. I'm just stuck. And now they're going to take my daughter. I mean, you guess you have time. Full moon isn't for a few more days. So I just need help. Please. swear an oath of service to you now, as you gave the boar to me. I will come to your aid however I can, but save my daughter.
Well, lucky for you. Any enemy of Sidon, kind of a friend of mine right now. I feel like that's maybe the consensus. Like Calliope kind of looks over to the rest of the group, like, is that the consensus?
I think Leo kind of nods and yeah.
We all have to agree. I'm on board, but I don't speak for everyone.
Leo, you're familiar, I guess. Your dragon, usually very quiet. Well, I don't know what it is, but I like this one. Don't know why. Everything about him I hate, but I like him at the same time. It's weird.
Well, it's just someone who's hasn't had a chance to battle in a while. So he's pent up.
Oh, that's not it. Computational frustrations, one thing. This is, I don't know. He might take good care of eggs. So I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. And he is a god.
Oh, yeah, well, that helps too. I imagine you can have a lot of eggs if you're a god. Go on, you were talking with your friends, though.
Mikros agrees too. Leo says out loud.
Looks at you incredulously on your shoulder.
Theranos will turn around and kind of put his hands on the table. So this will hurt Sidon, then.
Piss him off. His armies will be banished from the city. We'll be safe. Can't take Astoria. Bastion of everyone here stands.
I'm in.
Ah. I'm sorry, I'm not your father. Knew I was gonna like you all. Any other objections?
Somehow I'm not as sorry as I thought I'd be.
All right. Well, this calls for a celebratory drink, I think, or something. I don't know, actually. I'm out.
I think time is limited. Maybe we'll leave you to your libations and get to it.
All right. Well, you're free to stay here if you want. I mean, I've never kicked anyone out before, so spend the night, spend the week. Just if you need help or something, I don't know. I'll be here. Around. About. I don't know.
When is this sacrifice supposed to happen?
It's 3 days.
So maybe we shouldn't spend the week.
Probably not. No, that'd be a bad idea.
Can you get us there faster?
Where?
Wherever we need to go.
A rock of Esther's. You're in the river. I wouldn't go down there, though. That's where the sacrifices go. But Order of Sidon, their representatives are here. They're around. That's what matters.
So, the sacrifice has to happen during the full moon, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to happen here in the city then.
At the rock in the river.
Yeah, the Rock of Astoria in the Archelon River. Oh, we need to rename those things. I thought I had the list somewhere. My father probably has the list.
So if she's not here at that time, then
They'll attack. We can hold for a while, but it's not going to be easy. And we probably are going to lose. My hands will be tied.
so we convince her not to be a sacrifice, and they don't attack?
No, there needs to be a sacrifice. I've offered, what was it, 50 oxen. It's, about 5,000 gold. You can get them to take that. But they're going to want someone else. Some human sacrifice, because Sidon's a bastard. Sucks because I know he's not. Met his mother and father.
So you want us to convince your daughter not to be a sacrifice, while convincing someone else to be one instead?
I don't want to convince anybody to be a sacrifice. I don't want anyone to die. But unless the order's satisfied, a lot of people are going to. It's one or many.
What would be better than 50 bulls? We killed a giant boar?
I don't know. I'm not the one to ask. Talk to the order. They're somewhere. Talk to an attendant. They're the ones with the most bullshit coming out of their rooms.
So, we have a sacrifice to stop. And a horn to drink from, I think.
Oh, the Dragon Temple. Horn of Ball Mitra.
Yes.
Oh, have fun with that. I won't touch the thing. It's a bit ghastly if you ask me. Dragon horn. Ugh.
Well, I think we have a lot to do. Is there anything else that anyone needs to ask the god of strength?
In battle. And battle. But, a bit useless right now. But I can answer questions. I got a good head for battles. Strength.
Well, at the moment, it seems all of your strength means nothing. So, you stay here and drink and shadow box your siblings. And I guess we'll go do what has to be done. Everyone, I personally need nothing else here. I'll be outside. And Theranos will just walk out.
Well, I concur. Walking out.
Okay. Taking you back to the Astoria. You are out. Forgot I set that up. I'm so happy with myself. You are back out in the central plaza up here. If you want to move your tokens. You know, or at least one of you know, Eliana, you would know that this is the shrine of the dragon shrine rather, and is where the Dragonlords are usually paid reverence to, if at all. But you're free to do whatever you like.
So, do we head to the temple or head to a rock? Eliana, do you know where they are?
They. You have to be a little more specific.
Well, we're supposed to drink from a horn at the temple, and we're supposed to go to a rock to stop a sacrifice. You're local, right?
Well, we already passed the place that has the horn, which is right at the entrance.
So
You guys
there
came
first?
up. You guys came up the stairs here, and if so, yeah. You would have spotted it though. The courtyard provides a decent view.
Well, then we go.
I guess the temple's our first stop then, if it's that close.
Mm-hmm.
Objections? I think the more distance between me and him, the better.
Are you gonna be okay?
I never thought he was, really. But I also didn't think my mother would lie about something like that. I don't know what she means or meant. I don't know what to do with it. I did not want it to be true and wanted it to be true at the same time.
Maybe she was trying to protect you. And I think like Leo kind of slowly puts his arm around his shoulder, if you allow. And like, I think we just head to the temple.
Maybe.
Okay. You head towards the Dragon Shrine. The shrine sits at the end of a quiet street that runs into the wall of the gorge. It's a large stone building with a copper dome. The pediment above the door bears a marble engraving of the legendary dragon Balmitria. Inside the building, there's a strong smell of incense. You hear muttering of prayers as the priest of the shrine carry out the daily ritual. It's not really a map of this. It's a very small space, but as you enter, you will see a elven man step towards you. Greetings. My name is Aesop. I am the keeper of the shrine here. I presume you are the oracle's chosen? He flicks around to each of you as, like, with wide open eyes, keenly intent, seemingly on drinking in every option.
I suppose that's who we are. The oracle's chosen.
Excellent. I've heard news you were to drink from the horn. Is that correct?
We've been given the task, but don't know what that means.
Well, we are honored, of course, by your presence. The restoration of the Order of the Dragonlords would be a wonderful boon to this entire land, not simply our devotees here. But I have poor news concerning the horn. You see, there's been something of a break-in. The horn has been absconded with. Please, come quickly. You may investigate the scene yourselves. And he ushers you in quickly to the reliquary. It's a small stone chapel with 3 alcoves protected by glass. Glass of the central alcove has been shattered, and dark purple stains are splattered all over the floor surrounding it. Sometime before you came, there was this. We've ensured that all the priests here have been questioned and investigated and sought to, and we wanted to. The local guards can't make heads or tails of it, but I have a feeling Dragonlords, even prospective Dragonlords, might be able to make sense of things here. I've known a few in my lifetime.
You have.
Oh yes, yes. You see. Well, I don't mean to. I knew one, well, very well.
She gives a very knowing look.
It was a time where we were very happy together, and well, the time has passed. Of course, it's something I'm used to. But he is with the Mitras now, and I am here. And our family still lives in its own way.
So, the break-in.
Yes. Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes. The break-in. I haven't touched the scene. I've left everything as is, so that you might investigate it to your own heart's content.
I suppose since we're here.
Now, more specifically, do you know what, like, maybe time window this could have happened? On the day?
Likely at
night?
night. We don't mind the temple at all hours. We do have our own homes to attend to, especially given the low. We are not as popular as we once were, you understand, my dear Adonis. Their absence from these years has left somewhat of the following wanting. Followers, many don't care to bring up their names. Some see them as failures. Of course they're not. They brought the oath of peace. But suffice to say, at night there's no one really here, and Astoria was a safe city, so we didn't feel the need to guard ourselves, being so close to the palace. But evidently, I was wrong.
Can you think of anyone that would be an enemy of the temple?
Not but the Titans themselves. Or I've sent inquisitions to the order, and I have enough connections in the city to know that their priesthood is not at fault. But I would ask you to investigate the scene. I don't think it's a local element, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So a stranger came in and stole the horn just before we got here.
At the very least, a day or so before your arrival. I believe they knew of the prophecy then.
I'm trying to rain on our parade.
I'd say it's a bit more than a spot of rain, but oh gosh, I have missed the banter of heroes.
Well, if you can't think of any strangers or anyone that's been through in the past few days. You said you don't have many visitors, so I suppose every visitor is notable.
Yes, but as I said, this seems to have occurred at night, but no one's here. We didn't note anyone strange, and the only thing I can think of is some fey thing. The wildwoods are to our east, but I don't know.
I suppose we can take some kind of a look.
Yeah, who wants to investigate? Because I'm scared to use my dice.
Anyone can make me a survival check.
Oh,
I got a +4 to it, but I'm not trained. Oh, never mind.
Nice.
lucky me. I got a 21.
No, I'm just
Or
gonna do
natural
it
20.
just
Okay.
for the lulz. Yeah, no.
So
Okay.
Defera, Calliope, and Ponos. Each of you looks down at these purplish footprints and can quickly identify they are cloven hoofed. Ponos, you quickly find yourself looking at the wrong reliquary. It seems
I
to be
wasn't going
some.
to look, but everyone else rolled, so I wanted to know what I'd get.
So, you kind of follow your way over and find yourself in the wrong direction. Clearly, it's almost as if the stench of wine has put you in a bad mood. And Leo and Eliana, you can quickly surmise this is indeed wine stains. A ridiculous amount of wine at that.
Oh, the
It-
satyrs.
Drips and seems to be leading out of the temple to the north, or at least the shrine.
Go on, finish that sentence. Where are we going with that?
That sentence was complete. Clearly, these are cloven hooved, plenty of wine.
And you assumed.
As you're talking, you can be following along this trail if you like.
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah, I think
Thanos,
Leo
I don't
leads the way.
know. You are making the conscious choice to take this personally. I didn't say it was you.
Of course it wasn't him. He has an alibi. He was with us.
Right.
Or was
I
I?
mean,
Honestly, I
he
don't
was very
see
sneaky.
I don't see Ponos going out of his way to steal a horn that he doesn't even really know about. Ponos isn't stupid, but I don't see him as being that kind of a person.
As intrigued as I am to explore exactly what kind of person you make me to be, unfortunately, may be right.
He agreed. He didn't even fight me on it.
Following the trail, you find yourself at the eastern gate of the city. It's slight. It seems that it was even able to clack up a very thin, a very slim angle of the wall to just hop over the gates. The guards there looking confusedly at you as you approach. But it seems as though this trail leads east into the wildwoods. And however far that is, you can't quite tell. But what you do know is it's getting late. The sun, obviously having spent the whole day here, the sun is beginning to set. And I don't know what you do, but you do have Akira to eventually collect. Or she'll collect you. It's unclear what your relationship is. And you do know that you have lodging within the city at a number of locations.
I mean, to be fair, she was just getting toasted at a blacksmith, so
I don't know what that means necessarily.
It's fine.
We're not hip to the kids' lingo.
Before it gets too late, as we're still outside the city.
Yes. Well, you
Or
don't have to leave
at
the
the-
city yet. I'm just
I'd say
saying
right
at
at
the
the
gate,
gates,
you know,
probably.
yeah, you're at the gate and you recognize that it is going to be night soon and heading out into the wildwoods without Kira. I mean, you haven't checked in all day, basically.
She's a consenting adult.
That's true. That's you're free to do whatever you like. However, you do realize that doing this would take you out of the city as night falls.
So we have a few issues. Our task with the sacrifice is timed. We don't know how long this path goes. And now may not be the time to leave. I think if we're going to be a thorn in Sidon's side, we may have to deal with the potential sacrifice first. Just my thoughts.
I have to agree. Go ahead.
I don't know. You were talking. You're good.
Yeah, no. Leo was just gonna say he agrees. But at the same time, if we don't follow this trail, it will most likely go cold, and it'll be much harder to catch these party goers or whatever they are.
I'm inclined to follow Leo. We know that these people will be here for the next 3 days. Obviously, we have to deal with it before the third day. And this trail could go anywhere. And it could get further.
So we give it a day.
I like giving it a day. That sounds good.
Because it will take a day to get back. And then we'll have one left to deal with the sacrifice.
Right.
Do we leave now? Does anyone particularly need rest? Do we take the more dangerous path? Do we go talk to the priests at the rock this evening? And rest and follow the trail in the morning?
That would also give us time to collect Kira, yeah?
Important note, you know the Order of Sidon is within Pythor's palace. The Rock of Estor is a place for sacrifices.
Oh, I misunderstood where to find the priests.
No worries, he was very drunk. But your brain will put this together because I want you to have a logical narrative cohesion.
So we have a path before us. We have immediately behind us the priests of Sidon.
Priest. Joke.
Should we just see what they want instead?
That's a good point. Maybe we're thinking about this sacrifice thing all wrong. See, we could intervene and start plucking girls out and putting other people in and convincing a whole bunch of people to do things that they don't want to do or not to do things that they do want to do, which sounds very complicated and unnecessarily involving people. Or he said that the sacrifice went off at the full moon, right?
That's the plan.
What if there's not a full moon?
So rather than negotiate with the priesthood,
Which is tedious
going
and full of priests
to stop
and negotiations. We just get rid of the moon.
I'm just gonna lean over to Defera and just quietly. I think I was wrong. He might be stupid.
Or a genius.
Now, before we start piecing together Ponos's plan to steal the moon, why don't we double check with the priests of Sidon that it's not just the moon being full, but just that time the moon would be full. Because it could just be a date on the calendar coinciding with the full moon.
Almost, how would you steal the moon or get rid of it? I'm just interested in the plan.
I would probably do it in the same way that I would steal, I don't know, like off the top of my head, some sort of horn or relic from a temple. I would probably do it largely the same sort of way. But don't worry, I know a guy.
There's a lot to unpack here, Ponos.
It's a lot, sure.
Well, think of it like this. If you're a big priesty fella that sits in a temple all day, thinking about holy stuff, I don't really know how it works, but I imagine something like that. And you're waiting for some amazing sign, and you're murdering people straight up to make something different happen. Then one day, you're going to murder this girl who, she's another. You've done, your quota for this year is getting ticked off. You're doing really well. You're going to get a shiny badge. It's going to look great. Everyone's excited. All of a sudden, moon's gone. That's not a sign from the up above. I don't know what is. If I was a priesty fella, man, my shiny badge would be well on its way.
You do have illusion magic, Ponos.
I mean,
could be onto something here. We maybe don't have to, just take out the moon, but make them think that the moon is gone.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad idea. I'm asking how you can.
I mean, it's a great idea. Let's be honest.
Task. Okay, great.
I'm just saying there are other ways to do
stretch.
this that aren't going to involve talking to people needlessly for ages. We could just be proactive and do something about it.
Again, yes.
And
what? What's your idea?
So you can.
I'm just coming up with that. That's what you lot do. I'm just the ideas man and the pretty face.
So if you can cast an illusion that's the size of a window, and we don't let them look out of any other window, that's the plan.
Sounds like a pretty good plan.
Let's put that into our pockets. Just in case, because that'll be 3 days from now.
That's actually pretty good if we could just lock them in the room and it just stops them from being able to do anything.
Pocket plan.
So there's another plan that would likely lead to that drawn-out combat that Pythor talked about. Same as walking in the room and killing them all, leading to combat.
Fair enough.
I suppose my confusion comes from remembering us needing to be by a riverbank at a rock, not in a building. So we would need to do that first.
Larger illusion.
Like before they decide to gather the troops.
I think
once they walk outside, it would be no good.
I think, and I know, Ponos, you're not excited about the conversation, but it seems like we need to ask about an alternative. Have stealing the moon as plan B. Maybe C. Maybe D. And let's start there.
Well, when this girl gets sacrificed, I'm not going to be the one to tell Pythor that we didn't use pocket plan.
If it comes to that, the pocket plan is a go.
Yeah. Steal the moon.
So, as to not wander off into the dark, following a trail that we might lose, talk to the priests, take a nap, start fresh in the morning.
I think
Sure.
Leo is a little antsy as he looks at the trail, but then like that makes more sense, honestly. I can't really see in the dark anyways.
See, that's what we need. Can't see in the dark.
If I might
I'll leave them
interject
alone.
very quickly,
Okay.
because I think soon would be a good time for us to take a break. It's getting to a point late in the evening where you're not certain that a guest would be accepted by good priestly men than women. You don't honestly know the order's gender preferences. But it might be better to catch a quick break, or rather a quick rest for the evening, and then do this all in the morning, given how late the evening has gone. Promise you'll have time. Pythor said 3 days, but he was also very drunk when he said that.
So it's probably 2 days.
Oh wait, do
It
we
might
know
be
like?
5.
Well, it's not nighttime yet, but like yeah.
No,
could,
it
like,
is
maybe look
nighttime.
at
What's the
lu-
moon
oh,
phase?
Yeah, exactly. Like yeah.
The
let's look
moon
at the lunar
phase strikes you.
cycle.
You might actually have that week.
Is
Pythor
it a
told you he
waxing
could.
gibbous moon?
Gosh, I wish I could tell you, but I just
Look
have
it
to. They
up over
only
break.
give you constellations, but you know
Yeah.
you probably have more time than you
Oh,
realize.
okay, cool.
But it is getting late to the point where you don't think you could talk to the Order of the Sidon tonight. So I have a question to speed this up so we can take us quickly to break. Where are you staying for the night? Because Pythor has offered you a place. Eliana's parents have offered you a place. There's also the Dragon Tooth Inn.
Hold up. Eliana did not express
You did not.
free
You
room
did not.
and board
You did not.
yet.
That's why I'm curious. So where are you staying?
I personally am going to head for the inn.
Yeah, if Eliana doesn't tell us that, yeah, we're I'm gonna go to
What?
the end.
We don't get a sleepover?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
Ah.
if you were discussing like, well, I'm gonna go home. So finger guns.
You don't
Just-
even like tell like DeFera or like anyone close.
You know what?
Like,
She
hey,
might like if you want like a real cool room, follow me, but be pretty discreet about it.
my mom only invited you over.
She said I can only have one friend. And she's being weird about Ponos for whatever the fuck reason.
That's all right. You get a friend and she gets a friend, so I'm gonna stay.
Wait, no, that's not how this works.
Yeah, I think we head to the end because that's where we
Okay.
know.
We have a group heading to the inn. We have a group heading to Logid home. Whatever group that is, we can discuss it after the break. We will be right back, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us thus far. We're all going to take a quick break to empty and refill all the things that we need to empty and refill. Stick with us because I guarantee you're going to want to see what happens next. And HP, if you could please take us to break. Welcome back, everybody, to Oathsworn, the Dragonlords campaign here at TPK Roleplay. Our heroes have recently learned a lot. That Pythor is not the father of Threnos. That the Horn of Balmitra, the one thing they were sent to Astoria to really do as part of their great labors, has been stolen and taken east. And as it was getting late, they found they have probably a week before the sacrifice of Honora to the Order of Sidon, and they're gonna have to try and figure out how to do that. But you don't pick up the next morning. Threnos, as I understand it, you went to the Dragon Tooth Inn.
Yes.
Anyone who goes there would note it is a raucous not too rough and tumble, well put together Irish pub kind of thing. The kind of place where you could sit yourself down with a hearty mug or a carafe of wine and be served food any hour of the day. Gosh, if there were bangers and mash, they'd be flying off the walls. But there are spiced and candied nuts of all kinds, dried, smoked, and fresh meats, wine like you wouldn't believe. It is the festival after all. But I would assume a lot of you, given the late hour of the evening and some emotional events, are feeling a bit drained. And you are quickly able to find rooms. The innkeeper, despite some initial, like, am I really about to give a room for free, can tell by the mood of the patrons and all their eyes on you. If he doesn't offer you this room, he'd be doing himself a disservice. As you notice, as soon as he offers you a room, several others come to book rooms for the night to stay in the same inn as the oracle's chosen. The rest of you are able to find a peaceful night's rest. But Threnos, you are tossing and turning, understandably, for someone who has learned a lot about themselves very quickly. Cursed is the man who learns the truth without anyone to support him. And you find yourself awakening late in the night, a somewhat heavier breeze blowing through your room. And you look out, and although it has been cloudless in Astoria, seemingly in accordance with Sidon's will, now you look up and the only light is the moon, but it is perfectly framed by a full sea of clouds, heavy and laden, but not raining. And you can hear on the winds, it seems, your name, encouraging you to step out into the street. No one stops you, of course. Why would they? It's late. Anyone coherent enough thinks you're just someone who needs to step out to catch some air, and in fact, you do. You find yourself out in the street, and before you is a cloaked figure, standing not quite as tall as Pythor, but the same imposing aura. If you would, please speak. Oh,
Good evening, Threnos. It's a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
You seem to have me at a disadvantage.
Oh, the time for names will come. For now, would you care to join me on a walk? As much of the city I would like to see tonight. And I would love some company.
Sure. Lead the way.
you step down from the rooftop, having only recently gotten there, and can make your way down the steps with this figure. The city is quiet. The festival, despite all its raucous energy throughout the day, has quieted. Not even a din. Seems a lot of people suspect that these heavy clouds in the sky would give way to rain. You see a lot of buckets and pots and amphoras placed out in windows as if to catch even the measliest bit of water. It is in this moment that you realize just how desperate this city is. it has never seemed weaker to you.
You seem to have chosen a poor evening to visit.
Oh. No, I don't think so. What makes it poor? The fact that there is no rain, no laughter or joy in the streets. Suppose you could say that. But the moon is in sight. Sky is full of clouds. There is a sort of beauty to it. Would you like it to change, Thranos?
There is something about an unfulfilled promise of a heavy cloud that won't release its rain that unsettles me.
Thank you for your candor. And he waves his hand, and very faintly, the clouds will open up and begin to pour. You see flashes of light in the distance. But in a perfect circle around the two of us. Not a single drop. You know, Thranos, what you just did likely helped some people. Likely damned them too. It's the way of the storms, water.
They do have a tendency to take, don't they?
And to give, Thranos.
Well,
The storms give us much. Surely you can agree with this. Crops, specifically. Pollination. And what always comes after a storm? A rainbow. Poetic, really. Well,
why are you here, Sidon?
So you figured me out, have you? Well, no need for this disguise, I suppose. I'm here for you, Thranos. That is all.
From me.
Yes? You.
I think it's quite clear that I'm not of particular use.
And why is that? So far, from what I have seen, you've given yourself, all of yourself, to your friends. You have agreed to act on your passions to spite me. I am flattered. Seems someone with such volition and passion can do much in the world. Why do you limit yourself to mediocrity?
The only thing I can think in this moment is what would happen if I released flames into your face.
There's a skill through us.
The
Keep that
only
anger.
thing I can think of is what would be after the storm. If my mother had come back from the last one.
Your mother. Thronos, your mother never told you who your father was, did she?
She told me exactly who he was. It's just not who she said. I am a son of Pythor. I am a mighty hero in the making. I am the one that will end the suffering.
Well, one of those statements is certainly true. You are a hero in the making. The last, I could not see the future. Who's to say? The first, however, you've been misled. Pythor is not your father, Thranos. I am. You are a son of the storms. Surely, surely you must know this.
I'm going to kill you. I don't know how. I don't care how at this point. But this I swear. And Thranos is going to stretch out his wings and beat them twice and raise himself up off the ground. I will find a way to take away anything from you because you took everything from me. This land of oaths, of promises, this is my oath. You will be forgotten.
Oh,
and
you
the
think
world
so,
remade.
do you? You suddenly feel the wind crash into the circle around us. And you are sent flying straight up 500 feet into the air. Sidon gently lifts up in front of you. You kill me. Do you understand what will happen when the Oath of Peace ends, boy? Those pathetic gods of yours, they will be no more. I will be the only one left. You can't kill me. No one can kill me. And another cyclone slams you down straight towards the ground. But stops. Sidon floats down before you. before you make threats that you can't uphold, son. Perhaps you'd like to know the truth of how your mother died. It wasn't me, boy. One of Pythor's pets killed your mother. Not me. Why don't you let that stew for a while? I'll be back when you're ready to have a real conversation. Sidon is gone.
Well, away with you then. Threnos, you are left alone in the midst of a storm. The city enjoys the rain. It lives. It drinks deeply of the waters. But how are you feeling?
Threnos is chuckling under his breath. The idiocy of it all. Oh, I will find a way. And he will stretch his wings and fly back to the inn in the dark.
Well, I can't think of a better place for that music to end. The rest of your night is uneventful, at the very least in comparison. And the dawn breaks, as it always does, as Amitros herself demands. And you are all free to let me know, where did everyone spend the night? I need to know where Ponos spent the night. That seemed to be a subject of some debate.
I mean, so from what it sounds like, there's a point where we're all walking in the same direction. And all of a sudden, you know, the sad siblings and Simple Jack go off one way. And Grumpy Grandma and the sexy silent serpent woman
I'm
slip off the
sorry.
other.
What the fuck?
That's my nickname.
What the fuck did you just
So
call me?
at some point, that split's going to happen. And Ponos is going to look one way and look the other way. And off he goes. And it's going to be like, yeah, sure. Where are we going, guys? They're going to they're staying at the, and we're heading towards, okay, well, that's fine.
And I think
Okay, I'm confused as a player. Are you following DeFerra and I? Oh God.
I think he makes such a
Brazenly.
scene that also I think Leo kind of like, hey, where are you guys going? And just casually heads in your guys' direction too.
I was offering DeFerra to stay with my family for the evening.
Perfect.
You notice
Very
how I
kind of
didn't
you.
say a name, right?
I assume the rest of the list was implied.
No, there's only one other bed, so
I thought
you're
you-
just gonna
I-
have to
sorry,
go
wait.
stay with
The way you said it was,
Calliope and
I was
Threnos for the
offering to
evening.
Farah
Yeah, this
a chance
I
to
don't
come and
know what
stay
you're
the night.
getting the thought this isn't happening today or any day.
I don't know what you mean.
Or evening for that matter.
Well,
I can keep watch if you need me to.
I don't think people are going to be stupid enough to break into my parents' home. And if they did, they're going to get my spear thrusted into the gullet and bleed out slowly, and then I'll have to clean that up in the morning.
No, you don't have to worry about that. I don't know if you heard. Ponos has a new belt, and we're the talk of the town.
Ileana, I don't think we're getting out of this.
Hold on,
well,
might
I
have
don't
something.
think we'll be in any safer hands than these ones right here.
Oh shit, I don't have anything. I thought I had something. Crap.
So where are we going? Lead the way.
You think your mom will make a dinner for us?
You think I can see your childhood bedroom? Because, I mean, that's a whole thing I definitely want to start unpacking.
I swear to the 5.
Oh, they'll be fucking by the end of it.
Oh, what the fuck? No, absolutely not.
I read books.
No, this is not your weird,
Weird.
gross fucking fanfic shipping
Fanfic?
chart bull stuff.
I run this fucking world. Anyway,
At the shipping chart.
I own this shipping
Do
chart. I am the commander and master of this ship. Anyway, I just need to know where everyone's waking up in the morning.
I mean, Calliope probably, like, if they're being that loud about it, she probably did see like them all making that commotion, but then look back and Theranos is already like in the inn, so she's gonna go to the inn just in case like Theranos needs someone because he just went through a lot. He's going alone, so she's gonna go over to the inn.
Okay.
Farah is absolutely going with Ileana to her family home. And she's going to try to wake up as early as possible to make breakfast to see where all the rest of the bodies are sleeping.
I will make it quite the stance that I'm just like ushering to Farrah in the house, like just go get closing the door.
And then, yeah, I think Leo just stands awkwardly outside.
It seems they don't want us inside. Rude.
Yeah, I know.
Don't they know I'm a keeper of dragon eggs?
Shoot, I didn't tell him that. Should I tell him that?
You should knock very loudly and let them know I am here.
I knock. Hey, Mikros needs a place to stay. Can you guys let him in?
Oh, Ileana, you've gotta. They're your friends.
They
They're
are the
our
keeper of the dragon eggs.
Is
As a way to entice them.
They're gonna
Sure.
raise my parents.
make sure they know I am very important.
They're very important.
Extol the blueness of my scales. They are nearly azurite in their splendor.
Their scales are very blue-ish.
Oh, you can do better than that.
Don't worry, lads. I've got this. I know Eliana better than anyone ever, right?
Oh,
This is their childhood home. This is where their parents live. They're a person of immense reputation and great standing and incredibly dull seriousness. And then he's just going to start bellowing late at night. Okay, Eliana, this one's for you. And out comes the violin. You can make it stop at any point.
The door is going to swing open.
Ta-da.
And you will have Ponos doesn't wear a shirt. That makes things hard.
I'm sure I hear that a
Because
lot.
otherwise I was going to like grab you by the collar. Inappropriate thoughts.
He has fur
Get
and
out.
tufts of hair.
They were inappropriate thoughts, Tony.
He has a belt now.
Yes.
I'm going to just grab him by just like the
Eliana
Scruff?
reaches for his belt, drag him into the
No.
house.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
dragging him in by his
No.
belt.
No.
You
Mm-mm.
grab him. You can establish you grab him.
Whoa.
Yep. You're going to like at least half the neighborhood with your horrid bellowing.
Yes, that was 100% my intention.
Yes, and you need to go back to the inn.
Okay.
Well, you can go do
Sounds
that
like you're
and make-
not letting us in.
Sounds like not my problem.
Okie dokie. This is not Eliana's problem. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I would assume at some point your parents would interject. right?
Yes, there are. You see a candle light beginning to come out from the side of the courtyard.
And Eliana's going to have the most exasperated sigh.
Eliana, is someone out there?
Unfortunately, yes.
Mother will. Well, they're one of your friends. I told you they could stay.
Just like a whole, just like ixnay on the speak saying.
Why are you doing that with your? What's wrong?
Eliana, is that your mum?
Aren't they your friends?
Eliana, I would steal the moon for you.
Oh, sounds like a very nice person.
Eliana, can you at least take the baby, please?
There's a baby? And you'll see your mother will move past you and open the door. Oh, hello. An older elven woman will stand there looking very similar to Eliana.
Hi, Mrs. Eliana.
Hi,
Oh,
Mrs. Eliana.
please, Miss Legide with you.
Hi,
Eliana's-
Mr. G.
Mom, this
Where's this-
is Ponos
Hello.
and Leo.
And then I hold Mikros, and this is Mikros. He needs a place to stay.
Don't shake me. I don't like it when you shake me.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. No, hold me steady,
Yes,
please.
yes.
Yes, good. My neck is itchy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Good. Yes. Oh, how wonderful. Well, please come in. Yes, we have rooms.
Do we? I thought we only really had the one bed for
No,
one of my friends.
nonsense. My father and I, we're in a meditation trend. We're really minimizing the
Tantric.
lack of space. Yes. It's
Never picked up on nuances, Mom, but okay. Great.
nuances.
That's
These
all
are
right.
your
I don't mind sharing a
friends.
bed.
My. No, and we have plenty. You don't have to share. We'll just have to, roll them out. Please come in. Come in. I would offer you, the proper oil and bread, but it's too late in the evening for carbohydrates.
Hmm.
Be up all night. Oh
Imagine.
gosh! But please rest here for the night.
So I'm gonna summon a spiritual weapon that looks like a sword, so I can fall on it.
No, dear, no. Put it away. Don't make me counterspell that.
It's already made.
I will dispel any magical swords you wish to metaphorically fire upon, dear. I love you too much. You will not kill yourself in my own home.
Fine.
Oh.
Your mom's real cool.
God damn it!
God damn it. At least
Aren't you
one
glad I
thing.
decided
Did
to
she
roleplay
make
this rather than
tang,
just stay
though?
in the pub?
Anyway, I've been called a lot of things. Mom is not one of them. It's not emotionally ready.
Check it off the list, buddy.
We're good. Okay. Anyway, the next morning comes. 4 of you within Logis Tassel, 2 of you at the Dragon's Tooth Inn. 1 of you having a very difficult night. Though actually there may have been 2 of you with difficult nights, given Eliana's general resistance to
Tefera is genuinely trying to wake up before everybody else to see where everybody is sleeping. Like she like genuinely is like, I want to know how this goes, because just to see.
A point of note is that the elven parents will be up at around the same time, especially if you try to wake up early, given they are on this new, really trying to lock into their bloodline thing where they're just trancing for a few hours, and it really gives them a lot of time during the day. But you'll wake up and they'll be cooking breakfast and getting some warm tea brewing. And I suppose the guest room that's set up for the 3 of you is spacious enough, unless anyone's gone wandering evening, and Liana has her own room. But Ponos, Leo, and yourself are in your own space. The 2 sirens are gone, seemingly continuing on to the Dragon's Tooth Inn.
I want to talk with Eliana's mom for just a second.
Of course. She is over a warm fire cooking some eggs and some meat. It seems pork-ish, but honestly, I don't know if you have any history with meat processing, but you know it's meat and it smells slightly fatty. And its sizzling is very good. But she kind of tends that. And oh, hello. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Farah, though, yes?
Yes. What is this that you're cooking? It smells delicious.
Oh, it's some pork we had left over. Offered most of it to the gods, but we were just so excited to hear about our daughter's safety and acceptance as, the oracle's chosen. We decided to splurge a bit. We don't usually go in for meats. It's not the most cost-conscious product, but it just felt right, with the boar you all hunted. It was fun. It was nice. This is leftovers. We kept some fatty cuts for all of you. It should be wonderful once it's sizzled up.
Tefera will take some of it when it's finished cooking and set a little bit aside for Leo's dragon friend, just in case.
Yeah, it'll be a small assortment on the table of some olives, some flatbread, of course the tea, a lot of eggs, but eggs and meat seems to be the primary protein component and really a staple. But you know, the bread itself is quite good as well. And now, tell me, has she been eating well?
To be fair, I don't know that I've witnessed eating except for a couple of times, but we've been traveling a lot and we carry rations and things like that with us. She takes care of herself. She's very skilled in that way.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, she's been trained by the temple, of course, to take care of herself in thick and thin. There are many methods to glimpse the threads of fate, and we're just happy she picked a more rational one, like submersion.
What does that mean? And she's just like eating the bread, just listening, trying to just open-ended question as much about their family as possible.
No, you understand her process. Have you seen it? The use of drugs and other suffusions to.
Is this when she talks about the vapors? Yeah.
Yes, the vapors. It's a preferred method of the priests here and the oracle. The oracle, our daughter is very much alike. There's just other methods by which some reach the visions that aren't as good for oneself in the long run. We are glad that she has chosen path of longevity in comparison.
Interesting. When you say vapors, and I mean, I'm fine with asking Eliana too. I'm just mostly just asking questions. Is that like a thing that they can do without, or is that something we should make sure that they have all the time? Like, does she need that, like, to sustain things?
I would defer to Eliana on the point, but I would think in order to see her vision, she requires some form of the vapors in one way or another. But I don't think it's an addictive chemical. From what I've seen, at least. I've seen a lot, living so long.
Okay, good. So she just won't get like sick without it, or shaky, or angry.
I don't believe so. The priest didn't tell us of that when they took her away to train her on the gift.
Perfect. I'll check with her later.
Of course. She knows more than I do. I'm just a mother.
And DeFera will just silently eat, waiting
to-
for everybody else
I
to
have
wake up.
I have to ask very quickly before the others wake. Has she started talking to anybody?
Ooh. Like, in what way? Like, romantically?
I think you know what way a mother would be concerned about.
Yeah. I mean, her and Ponos, they're getting along great.
Are they? I saw the bickering and it's hard to read sometimes.
Well, you know, it's like that weird thing that they used to tell us when we were little, when the boys pick on you, that means they like you. But sort of whatever. I mean,
I
that's that.
suppose. Well, I'm just happy she's happy. He seems to be full of energy.
He is an excitable critter.
A satyr.
Yeah. And she's just like eating, just like very awkwardly.
He doesn't seem to wear pants, though.
No, we should probably ask him about that, to be fair.
At least his privates are covered by the hair, I suppose.
Yeah.
Is he
I
from
try
the
to
wood?
only make eye contact, so
It's
thank
good.
you.
It's good.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I know your first name's DeFera. What is your last name?
Adamos. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Could have sworn I heard of a similar name going through the years.
When she says that, DeFera will have like a kind of like physical facial reaction, because she is aware that like there's a chance of that happening, but she has no general understanding of why or how. Like there's like a faint memory of something weird like that, so she's just going to be like,
Oh, are you okay? Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yeah. These are delicious eggs. Do you have the chickens here?
We have a few in the yard, but it's... Gosh, I wish I could remember why. There's someone passing through, maybe. We do keep a few chickens, but mostly we try and trade for them, especially with so many people in need now. We don't need for much. Elves are simpler folk,
Sure, simple. That's, yeah, I've heard that. And again, just like munching, waiting for like other people to come quickly to her age. Like she's attempting to have like some sort of conversation, but once it hits a certain point, she's gonna get like, okay, I want to go back to being quiet and like shoveling food into her mouth.
I guess the question is then who's up next? Who's awake afterwards?
I think it's Leo. Yeah, he usually is an early riser anyways. And so like hopefully he smells the food and
oh, you definitely. The entire house seems to be suffused, especially with the cooking of fatty meat and eggs. It fills the house.
Sweet. Yeah. So I think that he's up early and hey, good morning, everyone. And just goes to the table and just starts, may I? And starts eating the breads and stuff.
Mikros will, of course, jump down and head over to the area that Defera has placed some food aside. And you'll hear cycling. It's not quite a shrine, but tell your, I guess, hooded friend will do for now. I appreciate the gesture.
He says he loves it. Thank you very much.
Very welcome.
You look over and he's like eating it a little slowly, a slow, small piece at a time.
Good food.
Yes, it's acceptable.
You'll grow to love it.
I don't think I'll be doing much of the growing. Ideally, the eggs will be growing whenever you find one.
Wait, I thought you found them.
Must I do everything for you, though?
Sorry, you're right. I'll start looking for them soon.
Good. It is your job to bond a dragon. I am merely here to watch the egg and observe your progress and ensure you keep your oaths. And other very important things, of course. And you'll chomp on another piece of egg.
Hopefully no one else thinks it's weird that I have normal conversations with my cat.
I mean, honestly, it's 2021. That feels pretty accurate. Are you enjoying is your friend enjoying the food? Eliana's mother. Well,
yes, thank you. He really likes it. I think he kind of casually whispers, he says it's a little dry, but no, like he enjoys it immensely.
I'm very glad to hear that. Algos works hard on his meats sometimes. It's a habit he's getting into more and more. But I've spent entirely too much time talking. I should get some water prepared for you all for your journey around the city today. It's promising to be very hot. We put out some persimmon for us, so perhaps we've been lucky. Some rainwater.
Yeah, I did hear it thundering last night.
Strange. We've been in a drought for so long. Seems Sidon has finally relented somewhat.
Lucky us.
Indeed. I'll go get you some, though. It could be worth its weight in gold soon around here. And she'll move off. And other two of you? We can have a stare down, or one of you can say words. I can bring out the baby photos.
From somewhere deep in the house, there's like just a crash and like some stumbling and just whoopsie. Why do I feel hungover? Why? I had 3 good ideas yesterday. That's what's going to have done it. And he like slams open the door to the room that everyone's eating and like throws himself down into a chair or a stool or whatever there is at this table and just starts scraping whatever food just towards himself in a big shovel-like motion. He's like, you can't keep expecting me to come up with all these good ideas. It's draining. It's exhausting. But that's how you get champion of the people emblazoned on your belt. And the moon soon to be vanquished from the sky, and a nice cozy bed and a lovely warm breakfast. Morning, Mrs. E. Let's just start chomping on eggs and pork.
Please, Evie or Miss Logid.
Mrs. E it is. Let's go.
And yeah, you'll dig in. It is good food. It's simply made. It had lightly
food, good
spiced,
food.
but nothing. It's home cooking, which is certainly enough.
That's at least my third favorite thing to do at home.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to do, or Eliana, are you going to address the crowd at some point? You're going to hear a knock on your... Eliana? Are you awake? I know you're awake, actually. I don't suspect you've decided not to bed to trance.
Yeah, I'm awake.
All right. Can I come in?
Yeah, sure.
All right. No, open the door. You doing okay?
And she'll set a frame down. Yeah, just kind of going through all the old stuff again. Not sure when I'm gonna go get to do it again.
You going to take any of that with you, or?
No, I feel like I'll get broken or lose it.
All right. Let your mother and I remember a little bit more about you then.
Right.
Your friends seem nice. They've been having a hearty breakfast out here while you've been caved away.
I hope they didn't eat everything that you and Mom already have in the cupboards and Lotta.
Oh, no. I've only brought out some good breakfast selections. But if you don't hurry, you might miss out. I made your favorite.
You made my favorite, or Mom made it, and you're saying you made it?
All right, well, maybe your mother made a little bit of it, but I certainly brought the idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I deserve credit for that.
We'll just have to wait and see, and she'll move to the dining room, ?
It's a common room, multi-purpose, and certainly something that you're familiar with in this villa. But your 3 friends are seated at the table. Pono's shoveling food in, and Leo and Defera both eating their own plates, and Mikos enjoying the small offering that they've received.
The coining of meat. Well, let's have it. What'd you make?
Well, we had a fine selection of pork, eggs, some olives, flatbread, and he's going to kind of tip around. I might have gone out to a certain bake shop
Oh.
and gotten some cookies. And he unveils some amygdalotas.
I thought
I
you
know-
said you made them.
I made the order for them.
The technicality then.
I do love a good technicality.
Well, I appreciate it. And she'll grab one.
Oh, please, I can get these in a bag for you. Come now. I'll put it in a bag. And he'll move off and leave the room before you can get another answer.
And she'll look directly at Pono. So I heard a crash. What'd you break?
I couldn't even tell you. It's in so many pieces. If I'm honest, I wasn't paying attention. Why do I feel so hungover?
I'm honestly not surprised.
Okay, checks out.
Hey, sleepyhead. I can't believe I beat you up. I woke up before you.
Oh,
As
I
he-
was
Chomping on food.
just going through some things in my room for the last few hours. I heard some talking, but you all seemed interested.
Yeah, we're totally interested. Your mom was saying something about some old baby portraits or something. Do we have time
Right.
to see those?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, there's no time here. I think I'm just gonna go somewhere else while you're all in this room for a bit. And we'll just stand up.
Where are you going there, Ponos? Because I know you're not about to go to my room, right?
No, that would be super weird. Anyway, bye.
No, but where are you going? Are you going back to the inn so that we can all?
No, I'm not leaving. Not yet. No.
Oh, okay, sure, okay. And she'll just grab another bite.
Oh, this is all fine.
Is it?
It's always fine. I don't see a problem. Yeah, like he's 100% lying. He's like walking in the direction of your room, like slowly, but like still making eye contact with you, like all the way down the hallway.
Oh,
Just, like, not going
I
there.
absolutely stare down, just like the scowl gets worse.
But what I think
I'm not going
hearing
there.
is
And then he
that
puts
you're
like the hand on the doorknob and he's like, I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
So you're not stealthing. You're
I'm not
just
going
doing
in. Turns the doorknob. I'm not going in.
I think Leo is sitting there with like a bread, just like in suspense as these two stare down.
If the second he puts one of his little cloven hooves through the threshold, and Eliana is just going to just charge.
Are you gonna come tackle me?
Football tackle.
No. Mm-mm.
What do you do?
Grab his
Hi,
wrist.
Okay.
Thought you said you weren't going to my room, Ponos.
It's all a ruse.
You knew exactly where you were going. You're not a good liar.
Maybe I wasn't trying to lie.
You can leave my room alone. It's private for a reason.
Well, now I definitely don't want to know why that would be.
Right, because now we need to go find Threnos and Calliope because we have some stuff to do today.
You're gonna hear a on your front door.
I'm just like,
I will return
Leo,
to
could
this
you get that,
mystery anon.
please?
Hey,
Yes, I got it.
sleepyheads. You spend all day inside or what?
Oh God, it's her already. I thought we lost her.
I think, yeah, I head to the door and open it and it's like, hey guys, come on in.
Oh, outside is simply your very good friend Kira.
God damn it.
Hi.
Perfect.
It's
That's the
just
only way
me.
the situation could have gotten better.
Sorry, I didn't know you guys would be staying here. I understand this is a Legit residence, though. Have you
How-
seen the baby pictures?
How in the world did you even find my parents'
I have a
house,
great
Kira?
nose for
It sounds
stories.
like you seem to put your nose into other people's business.
Oh, it's exactly where it belongs, though. And she steps in through the doorway. Have you missed me?
Yes,
no, it's
we
actually
missed
been
you.
quite quiet until Ponos showed up with his awful viol.
No good artist is truly appreciated in their lifetime.
You are so true. Oh, sorry, I had to go speak some sense to a very old dwarf and an even more drunken idiot. Leo, I miss you dearly, and she'll give you a big hug, and then
It's only been a day.
millennia's in my time. Don't you know poets are especially quick-lived? Especially the Order of Sidon around. My goodness. Anyway, is everyone here, or did you all split up like a bunch of crazies? It rained last night.
So while she's talking to everybody, DeFaro will make eye contact with Ponos and from under her cloak cast Mage Hand and just pop the door open without
Could you do this twice? You betrayed me. Curse your sudden yet inevitable betrayal. I don't have dinosaurs to play with though, so
she's mostly just also interested in Eliana's
Eliana,
like,
you
anything.
obviously Kira is making a big show. You can choose to be directionally focused in whatever way you want, or we can say you're focused on Kira and you can make perception check to see your door open and Ponos head in. I don't know what the move is.
I'd probably be focused on like I thought I would be holding Ponos' wrist and then just like watching Kira deciding to waltz into my house.
She doesn't waltz, she struts.
Saunters.
Oh,
It's
I'm
an
sorry.
authority thing.
My apologies. So great. Now I have to know if
Listen, DeFaro is not walking into your room.
Fuck.
She is she's just popping the door open to assist.
I got a 13 out of my periphery, but I think
I would say that's enough to notice the person you're holding has gotten a bit further into your room, but you play the scene how you like.
yeah, I feel like currently Eliana's too focused on the distraction that is Kira and all of that.
So, Eliana, I have a question.
Are you about to ask me what my room's like?
Wow, you must be a prophetess because you could read my future real well.
Shock.
What do I
So
see?
it's a smaller room. There's like some very abstract art on the wall. There's a small oil lamp on a nightstand next to a bedroll. And then there's just a smaller but taller dresser. And on the dresser, there's a couple of knickknacks, and there's one set down picture frame. Like you can't see the picture on it. Like there, and I think there's like a small what do you want to call it? Not a closet, but kind of like a cubby
A wardrobe.
Yeah. Just so like
Wardrobe built into the wall.
yeah. Just like a couple of like outfit in it.
As like the door opens, Panos like leans in and like has a quick like, oh my god, and then just spots the picture frame and just kind of the wrist that you're holding onto. He like wrenches it so you're like spun around looking at him, and he like looks at the frame like very obviously and looks at you and goes, "Was that your last satyr? Was it?"
And she's just gonna stare daggers. No, I never had anyone. What was that?
The letter of the day is B.
Wow. I'm out.
No,
Goodbye.
No.
Jesus Christ.
You are a prophetess. It's and you live.
She is the lady of the clock. No.
You are whatever person you want to be. I'm not making a judgment call here, but you can please continue on with the scene. There is a picture that has been placed downward. There is a room exposed, and there is a infamous bard at your door making quite a ruckus. You can quickly shuffle everyone out to go collect your sirens, or we could live here for the next hour, because this is just
I might have derailed the story a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, no. There is no derailment. This is exactly what I wanted.
What is Kira doing?
Kira has
after
entered the
I
room
yell
and is looking. Is that where the baby pictures are? Did you find the baby pictures, Ponos? I must see the sketches.
I don't have my own baby pictures.
The only thing that I found is a nerve.
Yeah, and you're
there's a
about
lot
to get
of
stabbed
those.
in all of yours.
Ooh, testy.
And today has gotten off to an interesting start.
How about this, though? Because it feels kind of unfair that I'm seeing all these shenanigans and my fellow bard isn't. Why don't we go get the sirens? The siren sisters work, but they're not related. They might be. Anyway, the sirens, and we go pick them up, and then we can bring them back and show them all the embarrassing photos, or do something else.
Counter offer: we go get them and not return.
Sure. Where do you want to go?
To go. Well, I have to make sure. I think we wanted to speak with the Sidonian priests or whatever they want to call themselves.
Order of Sidon.
And
bunch of blowhards.
Right. And we also need to go find that stolen horn.
Stolen?
Yeah. Apparently something cloven-hooved and leaving a purple trail from the dragon shrine left off to the east. And the caretaker thought it might be Fae.
Well, sounds like a fall of Lutheria. I mean, it could be a satyr, but could also be a goatling or a Mineid. Even like a dreadwolf or something. Or it could be someone wearing cloven sandals.
Who has the time? And I'll
You'd be
pull
shocked.
Ponos. Like, you've had enough of a looky-loo that you shouldn't have had in the first place.
I feel like I'm pushing my luck. I'm going to go tell your mum that we'll be back for tonight, and we should probably get on the road.
We won't. Mom, if anybody besides... because she doesn't know about Defira. If anyone but Defira shows up, please deny them. I swear to the gods.
they're your friends. Oh, another one's here at the door. Hello, Mom.
Oh, God. Yeah, unfortunately, apparently invasion of privacy, as she like tugs on Ponos, isn't an understood thing.
Eliana, is that the goddess?
I honestly don't know. With
looks
her, she's almost as bad as this one,
very
honestly.
much like the goddess.
We're quite a team.
I get that a lot, especially in spoken whispers. I can hear those. It's kind of my thing.
Ma, do you have any Willow's bark or no?
No, dear.
Fine, I'll find some somewhere. Getting a headache.
Oh, for a headache. Okay, yes, please. She'll go and quickly disappear for a moment and come back. Offer you a sliver.
Okay.
It's fresh. It's better.
Just under the tongue.
As we're all heading out, I think I pick up Mikros and then kind of whisper, "Can I grab a cookies for the road?"
Oh, yeah, of course. And he'll offer you the bag. Just make sure Eliana gets some.
Of course.
They're her favorite, you understand.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know she'd had a favorite cookie.
Yes. Well, ever since she was a young girl.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
It feels like only a few centuries ago.
It was a century ago, Dad. I'm not that old.
Time flies.
Yes, it does. And then, I think like Leo kind of ushers everyone out too. All right, let's go. We have stuff to do.
Okay. So, gonna head to the Dragon's Tooth Inn. I would actually, how are the Siren duo doing this morning?
Oh, how are we doing? Lifey probably like woke up at a decent hour. If she knows where Thronos's room is, she'll probably knock on the door.
You had connecting, not connecting, but of course, contiguous rooms.
Okay.
They don't offer those yet. It's a few more years till we get to the Hilton here. But yeah, I believe one of you has changed their tune.
So
Just knock on the door.
I will open the door. Thronos will have this massive smile on his face. Good morning, pretty bird.
Good morning.
How did you sleep?
You're okay. How about
I think it was
you?
wonderful. Oh, it's fantastic. Probably the best rest I've gotten in a long time. Have the others come this way yet?
They haven't.
Oh, how late did I sleep? This is we probably ought to go catch up. We have a lot to do.
We do. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting you to be in very high spirits given yesterday. Is everything okay?
I think everything is exactly as it should be. Come on, we don't want to miss out. Let's go.
Okay. Well, she'll go along.
You guys just
Grab
heading
his small amount of stuff and head out into the street and stop, and Theranos will... Where are they?
Oi!
I saw
Oi,
them go
you!
over to Eliana's.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, morning and all that fucking pleasantries. You're gonna hear a dwarven male shout you over from inside the tavern as he makes his way down. Understand you're one of them oracles picked of you or something.
Yeah, the oracle's chosen.
Sure. Yeah, whatever you say. Look, I heard you have to head to the mithril mine. Eh?
We do.
We do.
Good.
Yes.
Well,
Did you need something, sir?
you're damn right I did. Clan, you surround the place. You make sure you go talk to Vulcan at some point. Get that thing running again.
Talk to Vulcan.
It's part of the plan.
Yeah,
Well, if
he's
we get
right
it
down
running,
there in
then
his
cool.
forge, he is. He promised our clan we'd be back to work with him sooner rather than later. It's almost time for his festival night. He got a lot of presents to make. How many kids there are on this fucking island?
You're making presents for the kids. That's fantastic.
Of course, he's got to fucking deliver something, doesn't he? Oh, you're making presents for the kids. Fuck off with you.
I think it's very nice of him.
Yeah, it fucking is. A real fucking charitable. I'm the nicest person you're ever gonna fucking meet on this
A
island.
very verifiable saint, I'd say.
Yeah,
know,
it's all Vulcan,
you should-
though.
You should be given more beer and more time off as thanks for all the work you do.
You fucking stereotyping me.
Say what?
Off with ya. I'll say what I need to say. Let me know when the work's to be done in the mines.
Well, talk to Vulcan. We'll get everything put back together. We'll fix it all, won't we, Calliope?
That's the plan.
We'll fix it all.
And yeah, you find yourself outside the Dragon's Tooth. Of course, probably back in the square here. The supposed Vulcan's Hall, smoking still, just as you left it, here in the center. The crew that was at the Logit household exits the villa in the south. And I suppose you're heading north as the sirens head south.
Dragging
just for the
Phonos
winter.
along because he is not getting back in that goddamn house right now. I do not trust him. Literally zero trust.
Well, I guess the question is who wants to find the other first?
Wait, what?
Oh, because the festivities are getting even more going.
It is
Yeah.
day 2 of the wine festival. There we go. That's a unique one.
I'd probably be trying to take the most direct route.
Heading straight through the marketplace.
Yeah.
Or the Agora, rather. Okay. Your group.
Are you still holding hands with Phonos?
I am not holding his hand.
It seemed like you were holding his hand.
I'm super grasping his wrist and dragging him along.
The old super grasp, eh?
You, the 4 of you, and additionally, the 2 sirens, I'll say, is you're both probably heading south, correct?
Yeah.
We'll hear a sudden smash. And
Oh,
a
not again.
and then another as early morning merchants are calling out, and you can both enter into upon a scene where a small goat-looking figure, like a satyr that's gone through a compress, but also lacks the head of a human and instead has the head of a goat, kicks down a small statuette of Pythor. Not so strong now, are you? And then turns. Oh, what are you two, dating or something? And then scampers off as you see several merchants cursing after the damn follower of Lutheria, known as a goatling.
Wild.
Who does it say that to?
You know who it says it to.
It says it to me.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Oh, that's
Keep a tighter grip on him. He's gonna run away with me.
oh, then I will immediately lose the grasp. You can have him.
I wish you wouldn't treat me like a piece of meat.
What?
Nothing. Now.
You will see a contingent of guards begin heading in the goatling's direction.
The point is, do you want to take back what you said yesterday?
And she'll fold her arms, just which would be.
I mean, any of it is applicable, but specifically, do you think this small ankle height titan of terror might be the culprit behind our missing horn?
Probably, but I'm not sure what I'd be apologizing for.
I think at that point, Leo rushes past. It's like because and tries to catch him.
Make me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
Oh,
23.
You dash and make absolutely excellent time as you sprint past them and dive and grab a hold of this thing's feet as it collapses. He looks at you and seems to kind of almost have like a moment to really analyze you. It's like, what? You didn't have enough of us back in the day? Had to come get more of me?
Yes, you stole the
He
horn.
wiggles his feet. I thought you'd be older. Where are all your wrinkles, old man?
I'm not old.
Oh, your centuries. God, everyone you love is dead, aren't they? Wiggles again.
Stop calling me old.
You're so old. Gosh, if you pooped, they'd be calcified.
That's not very nice.
Wiggles. I don't care about nice. I care about you being dead. Because you should be fossilized. I should be studying you. If I gave a shit.
Yeah, I think Leo's just getting flustered, and it's like, we have some questions for you.
Oh, yeah? You don't want to stick those questions?
Where?
Where your Sesame Street ass?
Oh, he's
Sesame
got a
Street just become
point.
canon?
Yeah, it did.
That's where they sell the sesame seeds.
Where they sell the sesame seeds, yes.
no. I think
It's a small
Leo's
portion of the
brute.
agora, but notable. They have a very large bird there.
can you tell me how to get there?
How to get down to Sesame Street?
Yeah.
It's right down Drury Lane. Anyway,
What?
Yeah, I think Leo. I think Leo cannot handle it, and I think he kind of just headbutts him, just like boom, shush.
You headbutt like a loser. And but you do see a small trickle of blood coming down from this thing's forehead. But you do have a similar trickle coming
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
It
it's
is a
just-
goat head.
Yeah, it's like, well, your head's hard too.
My head's full of knowledge and truths. You just let it go. Let go for a second. I got a really good bit. I could do without a free leg. Just give me a free leg. Just like two of them. Come on. Be cool.
I think I let him for a second.
You
Do
let
what?
him go first. You let him go
Yeah.
for a second. He kicks you in the face and starts running away.
Calliope, did Leo just get kicked by a goat?
It's like,
It's a goatling. You feathered fool. God, your dad probably hates you now. And he runs away.
I like him.
Not a surprise.
Well, that
I'm
makes
we
sorry,
keep him?
confused.
Is it wrong of me to think Ponos is behind this?
Just a
No.
little.
No. Thranos is.
Second you grow goat legs, everyone thinks you're up to something.
Tell me you're not.
I
I
mean,
can't do that. The horns are a giveaway.
He's decidedly not a satyr.
after
It's
turning to watch the goatling scamper off,
followed by guards.
followed
Ooh.
by guards in hot pursuit. Thurnos will turn around and see Leo probably face in the dirt. Everybody else walking up behind. Lift up a hand and wave. Good morning, everybody. How was the night?
And Eliana give a side eye to DeFera, and then like to Calliope. Calliope. I don't know why I want to call you Calliope. Don't ask. Fine. How was your night?
Put a lot into perspective. Anyway, so did anyone else see a small goat just take off after knocking things down?
Sure did. It's the only thing Lutheria gave us that really seems to be like halfway decent. I love goatlings. I mean, they're assholes. Oh gosh, they're the worst.
You don't say, as like little blood trickles out of Leo's nose.
Oh,
And-
please. And she'll go and like pinch your nose really quick, and like you'll hear a crack, but it'll stop bleeding.
So are we going to chase him? I think he might be a prime suspect or could lead us somewhere.
I mean, he's a goatling. They're effectively useless. I've heard
They
some
might
older
have
folks say they're like
stolen.
goblins. Never seen one of those, but I figure they're pretty similar.
I don't know what use that thing would have for our horn. He didn't seem to be,
Maybe it thinks it's disruptive to the festival.
So more like
I
a
can get behind
rodent.
that.
Well, it could just be. I mean, that doesn't seem like a creature that puts a lot of planning in. So if they took it for fun, and that'd be weird that they took it the day before we showed up. So
Well, we also did have a weird dream from. Oh, you all seem to know. From What's a Nuts, the psychotic titan.
Yep.
So
Area.
it wouldn't be
Name.
too far off that a creature of Lutheria took it right after a dream nightmare thing, whatever you want to call that.
It is also a festival of Lutheria, technically. The wine festival. Gosh, the
Look.
debauchery and pleasures.
small,
Hmm.
strange, early morning drunks. I mean, that's just. They probably haven't gone to bed yet.
If they ever
I mean,
sleep.
They might
It's a
not sleep.
lifestyle choice.
And an interesting one at that.
I like to think so.
Who knows what happens those hours at night? What does happen, Ponos? Tell us.
Oh, that would involve me remembering things, which is not my forte. The wine usually takes care of that,
I hear that is a side
and
effect.
a few broken things in the process.
So we have a lot to do, and a small toy maker wants us to check out the forge over with Vulcan too. So the list is growing. The day's just burning away. I say we get to it.
We have to
Yeah,
check
let's
out a
go.
forge.
Yeah. The forge isn't firing, and they want to know why, so they can make toys for the girls and boys. That rhymed.
Right.
Look, it's on the way to where we're going already, so quick pop in, pop out. Might as well add to the list. And I think at the end of this, Ponos is going to love talking to people.
I wonder if they can make
Eliana
a
is
toy.
gonna motion for Calliope. Is he all right?
I mean, I asked and he said he is. I don't know what's going on. And there's also a little goat man running around, and I am confused.
Right. He seems very full of fervor, And yesterday he was very adamant about getting these 2 things done immediately, and now he's like, let's just add more to the list. And it's concerning.
Hmm.
Oh, I'll tell you what. The best way to know if this is genuine and not a mask is if a siren flies. Never know, yeah?
Right.
Well, look, everyone, the world's not going to save itself.
That's correct. Well, let's
we-
go.
Add to the list. Go see the priest of Sidon.
You
know what?
Considering
Ponos, what do you think we should do?
Maybe we should go and see about these toys for the girls and boys. I wonder.
Kira, weren't
If
you
they
just
make any noise?
there?
Oh, yeah. Vulcan? Sure. Yeah, I just talked to them. Why? What's up?
What's going on with this forge?
The Mithril Mines. You guys are going to go there and relight it.
part of my vision.
It's on the list.
Right, so we're not going to go there right now because that's a hike.
And a half.
Oh yes, but I think this is just to hear him out.
If you meet
It's a
Vulcan, I
formality.
mean, well, look, he's crotchety feels like too kind of a word. He's old. Like old. Tell you what, if you're gonna see Vulcan, I'll go jump up to Pythor's place and make sure the order's all in one spot.
Okay.
All right. So you collect the priests of Sidon and will say hi to the grumpy old dwarf.
Something like that. Just be nice, you know?
We can do that.
Sorry, be good. Because you want presents, right?
Always good.
I think I know exactly the present I want.
I need to think what I want.
You
What do you
will
want?
all remember getting small presents on Vulcan's feast day. It's coming up. But do you want to head to the forge?
The forge is on the way to the palace, so I say yes.
Okay. Near the center of town is a large building with fortified stone walls and a shingle roof. The sign hangs from the building, heavy bronze banded door, and reads Vulcan's Hall. The door is open, and stepping in, you can feel the warm glow of embers and blasts of hot air. The room is decorated with a variety of bronze armors, weapons, and farming tools. A weathered-looking dwarf works at an anvil near the blistering heat of the forge near the back of the hall. He wipes away sweat from his brow and adjusts the monocle in his eye. What is it you want? It's too early in the season for the rest of you.
We're gonna head down to the Mithril Mines and take care of a few things, and thought
It's
we'd
about
stop in.
time you oracles showed up.
We've been
We're
around town.
awful pipey for one of my son's kids, by the looks of it. You're not one of them, are you, though?
No, not Pythor.
Ah, good. So he managed to pull out once. Good for him. What do you want?
I don't know. We wondered if there's anything we should know before we head over there.
We got word that you might want to see us before we go
Ah,
again?
that's right. Yeah, I figure them old fools down in the Dragon's Tooth would send you my way. That or Kira.
Well, Kira said nothing but good things, and the ones at the Dragon's Tooth, they just want to get back to work. So
She better not have. All right, listen close. Mithril mines have been taken over a while ago. The damn troglodyte cave now.
that's a shame.
You get that lit, though. I can make you some fine weapons. Maybe enough to fight off them forces. Or at least challenge one of their leaders. I figure you got time to get to the forge and back. The stars are right. I got a few tricks up my sleeve if you're a tad late.
Okay. Oh, we'll try not to be late anyway, though.
Good. You better not. Tricks aren't that good.
That's a shame. It sounded good.
They're pretty good.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
that good.
kind of good.
Kind of.
Acceptable.
Acceptable for the moment.
Passable tricks.
If my wife's damn oak was broken, I could do some real fine work.
Oh. Well. Yeah, we can sort this out.
Yeah.
Troglodytes? Relight a forge? I mean, this is...
He looks at you and seems to focus his monocle somewhat. Hey, you could do it. It'd be tough, but you could do it.
See?
Pulls in a puff of smoke and hammers again at this hot metal and seems to bring it from what is clearly a cooling piece of metal back to blazing hot in a single strike.
You do have good tricks.
Well, I'm a god, aren't I?
Oh, that is what
That
they
you
say.
are?
That's what they say. That's what I am. Because it's the truth.
Exactly.
You're awful chipper.
Good morning.
It is, isn't it? It's rained. Didn't expect that. Nearly put my fires out. Thought that sky bastard was gonna leave me nice and dry, get my works done, keep our boys armed. Boys and lasses, rather. I gotta get with the times.
Well, best of luck with that. You keep hard at work. We'll go relight we'll go to the mines, take care of some troglodytes.
Good. Get on with it. And if Kira asks me, tell her I'm fine and I don't need her asking after me again. Understand? Same with that drunken fool up in the tower.
Oh, he didn't ask about you.
Good. He's learned then. Enough hammers to the head.
Well, shall we continue?
If you must.
One more thing to the list.
Well, it was already on the list, but
Yeah.
Oh,
Other
but now we
little
know there's
bullet points
troglodytes.
under that big bullet point.
And
If
then-
you can steal any of my idiot son's wine, I'd appreciate it. Do some good work while I'm under it.
Noted. Ponos, write that down.
I didn't have anything to write it on, so I've written it on the nearest surface. I hope that's okay.
We'll remember it now.
Sure. As long as we go back to that table, we'll be fine.
Exactly.
Saving the world is going to be a lot of hard work.
hmm.
So we're off. You just need to save Thylea. Out with you.
We have a horn to find.
A horn to find. A mithril mine to clear out.
Some
Moon to
priests
capture.
talk to.
A moon to steal. You know, that idea is growing on me, Ponos.
Or hide. Or confuse.
Maybe we can orchestrate some kind of a eclipse.
Well, I was thinking, sure, no moons, very confusing.
Right.
But what about more moons?
And if they're
We
not all
can't take
full,
the moon
they
from the
won't
sky,
know.
but we can put more moons in the sky.
And if some of them are waxing and waning, they won't know if it's really full moon time.
They won't know which one's which. And we've got a toy maker that's going to owe us a load of toys. I'm sure we can come to some sort of genius arrangement.
He's a god. I'm sure he can make an extra moon or two.
I see a plan.
Plan is forming.
Not
Oh,
to cut off
gods.
the plan making, but your gods, one's a drunkard in the palace, the other's a drunkard in the forge. Who knows about the other three?
My guess is
But-
they drink.
Maybe. But are you going to head up to the palace?
That's next on the list, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Check them off.
Well, you make your way up. Again, the halls are quieted and muted as much as you expect. People on the stairs have changed. A new line is slowly forming as you reach up, but the guards allow you to pass without question. You are the Oracle's chosen, after all. Some moments of minor fame do have their benefits. And you can easily spot Kira waving you down within the halls. They're in here. Do you talk to Vulcan?
Yes.
Is he drinking water?
He is drinking, yes.
Damn it. Okay, that's fine. They're eating breakfast in here. It seems to be their main room they're brooding in. I don't want to head in because they're gonna have a whole thing if I'm there. Because I look like anyway, you get it.
Suspiciously exactly like one of the other gods, I know.
It's a problem.
It is.
So just look for the grumpiest face. It's a good bet they're in charge.
No, Eliana's been here the whole time.
She has. We could have asked her.
I'm
at
just gonna
any time.
slug Ponos in the shoulder.
See? Grumpiest.
I dare say they'd be even grumpier.
I don't believe you.
Better
I've gotta-
protect our shoulders then.
I've got to see this for myself.
Okay.
And Thrynos will turn and throw open the doors to the room.
You enter and gosh, what would be some good music for them? This feels appropriate. You see within a room 8 people quietly eating what appears to be the most dry, tasteless gruel on a table. Each of them sits around, heavily armored, weapons at their sides and adjoining the walls, covered in the symbology of Sidon. At the head of this table is a lone figure, dark black hair, a powerful build, a long blue coat with the Order of Sidon's insignia emblazoned upon it. Shockingly, something about this hits you as a memory, Leo. You can't tell why. And he looks up. Is this the Oracle's chosen, then? They're finally chosen to greet us. As you see, Commander Gaius.
And who are you?
I am Commander Gaius, leader of the Order of Sidon. Your foes. Though that would imply a level of equivalency.
You're right. You're so far beneath me, it's hard to tell.
Do you find yourself funny? I don't remember calling for a bard.
Interesting.
Usually, I kill the bards that enter this room.
It's a grumble.
You know, it's funny. I don't even
No,
know
I find
why
it's
you're-
not funny. Speak your business and leave. Leave your little taunts and attempts. at
Eliana
humor
is just kind of like
elsewhere.
look around, like I know you're not talking to me. I don't know what you got going on with this, but I don't know what you think you are, other than pathetic's not the right word.
Pathetic. Do you think pathetic can tame dragons? You think pathetic rides the storms? You think pathetic leads the siege of this city? You think pathetic will ensure the death of your god's most beloved daughter?
I think what
No, in
Eliana
any-
is saying. Calliope, why don't you? Well,
Well, in any case, that's actually what we were here to discuss.
Oh, ambassadors then. An interesting opening tactic. Please, sit. You'll notice there's only one chair open at the table. Feel free to crowd yourselves in. Honestly, out of all of you, there might only be one of you worth speaking to.
Yeah, sure, I'll sit. It'll be fine.
Interesting. Daughter of Sidon himself.
Perhaps. And she's kind of puts her elbows on the table, just kind of leans forward. No, anyway, what we're here to talk about is if you couldn't tell, Pythor's kind of a wreck about this whole thing, about, sacrificing his daughter under the full moon,
Yes,
everything like that.
it is the will of our Lord. You think, my Lord, the God of this land, the one true God of this land, pays a small mind to your false deity and his moods?
oh, you mean like sudden unexpected rainstorms?
A blessing. You should take the water while you can. Frankly, you should be lapping it up off the ground.
Anyway, if this daughter of this god is so unimportant, is there perhaps an alternative sacrifice or other means that we can work with instead of going through with this?
I find myself in a unique position. I must argue the value of my own hostage. You know what she is, the daughter of Pythor, a beloved daughter, no less. In fact, I think this is one of the few children that Pythor actually cares for. Not that Hexia would let him have much else. You think another simple soul of this city would satisfy this sanctimonious sacrifice?
Well, again, you just called him and his offspring very unimportant, very beneath Sidon. So, I don't know, is there something
Unimportant
better?
to me, you understand, but very important to these invaders. I thought you, of all people, would understand. I serve the will of Sidon. I knew of the rightful gods of this land. The Sidon has given the skies to me in my order. Frankly, I would have you join us.
Well, you see, that ship sailed just after Sidon threw all of us, pointing like to herself and at Thronos, like a child's plaything that he was bored with.
He can be temperamental, but the storm is in the end fair to all. You will see the destruction he lays waste on these mortal races. Perhaps then you will feel justice. But you do not come here for prophecy. You came here for bargain. What is it? What does the weak god of strength offer us now that he sends the prophesized ones?
That's a great question. During the whole drunk spiel, I have no idea what Pythor actually said we could offer.
There's 5,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
5,000 gold pieces worth of oxen.
Oh, okay.
50 oxen worth 100 gold pieces each.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get that.
He was very drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Spilling beer on himself. Just a mess.
Just the worst.
Just the worst. Anyway.
We do have quite a few oxen, 50, each worth 100 gold.
Fascinating. Have you come to brag about that?
Well, considering we've seen Order of Sidon go down to the square and make a sacrifice every day, nothing to sneeze at.
Oh. Certainly true. Offerings to our Lord are made daily and in plentiful amounts. You think 50 days worth of a mere simple sacrifice would satisfy our Lord?
I don't know if really anything can satisfy your Lord.
No,
we're just
I do think there might be something. A mere suggestion, perhaps. If the king's daughter would not stand trial and live the penance for her crimes, perhaps the great heroes shall. If you can survive the night, then it is certainly the will of my lord that you live. Change the rock, of course. Offer yourselves a sacrifice. Each, and his eyes will move and meet each of yours. Each and every one of you. And I believe our Lord will be satisfied. For the time, of course. There is much left to reclaim when the Oath of Peace ends.
So we survived the night, chained to a rock, and all is square.
Not just any rock. The Rock of Estor, under the full moon. No tricks, no traps. You, a rock and an iron chain. And whatever foul creatures my lord chooses to summon for you. Perhaps even my dear lord's sister might join in on the revelry.
Well, that sounds like a wonderful time.
I agree.
I'm being sarcastic, Leo.
Oh,
Fascinating. I've heard of this fool. I didn't think he'd actually make an appearance. That was a figure of myth. and to bring you down.
I think he means you.
Oh, I'm not mythical.
He stands to full attention. You're suddenly hit with a memory of someone much more caring to you.
Could I maybe do like a history check?
Why don't you do a history check or any kind of mental related check to try and recall some memories?
Well, I do have better insight.
Insight doesn't feel quite right to me in this
Okay.
instance. You can make an insight check on him.
No,
But
like
I would
because
say-
like yeah, like I've had the memories or like different memories every once in a while just hit me and
let's go with your initial suggestion of history. That
History.
feels best.
okay. Ooh, 6.
Nothing comes to mind.
It's like the
Okay.
door.
You just are hit with this vague memory of this person should be nicer. But that just is kind of a general thing. I mean, honestly,
Mhm.
you've interacted with him for all 5 seconds. He should be nicer.
Yeah, of course.
Exact same vibe as Eliana.
You've bound yourself a pseudo dragon. That's entertaining. Would you like to see the real thing?
A dragon. I thought they were no more in this land.
They are no more if they follow your puny, petty gods. And he'll step out from the table and begin moving past you all, shouldering past you, Leo.
God, I
Follow
want to trip him so bad.
if you wish to see.
I think yeah, Leo kind of like picks up his step because he has missed dragons.
Careful of strangers offering to show you their dragon, Leo.
Make sure he doesn't. Make sure that his it's got a marked vehicle nearby.
Anyone who's willing to follow him out to the square is free to do so.
Sure.
Better keep an eye on things.
But he enters the plaza. He looks up towards the sky and simply extends a hand. A gift from my lord. And after reaching up, he will throw what looks to be a bridle far up. And in a moment, a large shadow whisks down, and he is taken off the ground as a flash of silver leads to the sky. And you see a silver dragon careen and cross the sun, its glittering scales reflecting down on you. And in another move, he lands atop the mountain here outside the courtyard. And you can hear his voice even now. You'd be wise to give in. There is no safety for false dragon lords and cowards. Your lives or the princess's by the full moon. That is my offer. And he takes off again into the sky. The others that you saw at the table head outside as well. Each of them additionally extending into the sky, being whisked away by dragons.
He spoke of cowardice, but hid behind a dragon.
Yeah. I don't know. Something tells me, again, there was not really a good way to just make them walk away.
No, he was quite nice.
He's supposed to be nice.
What's that?
He's a follower of Sidon. What do you mean?
I don't know. But yeah, like I thought our dragons were the last of the dragons here. I didn't know there were others.
You can hear on your shoulder just a hair wrong. Something about them is very wrong.
Yeah, I feel it too. Something about those dragons seem odd.
That they were just summoned by chucking a bridle in the air?
There's nothing in them. Empty. So empty and cold. It's very wrong.
Ooh.
I don't want to be near them. Leo, take me away from them.
Like I think I put him Mikros in my satchel and stuff. But yeah, I think he kind of like what's it called? Like he loses he goes pale as Mikros kind of explains what he feels like. And then I think it takes Leo a little bit, but he puts it like two together. It's like I think they're undead.
Not undead, just empty.
Empty? Oh. That's even worse.
Empty. How?
I don't know. Like I'd have to get a closer look. They were just way too far. But Mikros senses something very wrong with them.
Silver and wrong. Silver and wrong. You feel a quivering in your bag. But with the departure of the Order of Sidon, you were left with as many questions as you now have answers. You have leads, and clues, and more mysteries than you might be able to comprehend at the moment. But you have your friends and allies, some dashing good looks in spots. And, at least for the moment, a good helping of luck, whatever form it takes. You're the Oracle's chosen, and this is your fate. Whether the gods are drunk or indisposed or just not around at the moment, you have a job to do. And we're going to find out exactly what kind of job you choose to pursue next time. You know, our Oathsworn, our Odyssey the Dragonlords adventure here over at TBK Roleplay. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. This has been a super fun session for a number of reasons.
It's just
is out now. I have been honored to be your DM, but I would be nothing if not for the excellent storytellers who sit around the proverbial fire. If you could all please go around, let the people know where they can find you, what more you're doing in the future, and gosh, who you were playing tonight. Of course, as always, take us out, Comrade.
Sure. Comrade Crash on Twitter and Twitch. I played Leo, the human paladin. And looking at the calendar, just more Oathsworns this month. And then maybe next year, some new surprises and stuff. And but let's pass it on to Heck.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's me, Sir Heckalot. Tonight I played Calliope, the Siren, College of Epic Poetry Bard. That's all the things. That's just a lot to say. Who walks the path of the Dragon Slayer. You can find me on all of the social medias at Sir Heckalot. like Twitch, Twitter, Insta. I'm posting a bunch of pictures from the class I'm taking right now. It's veterinary illustration. So if you want to see my like mediocre drawings, I'm posting those. But yeah. Other than that, where you can find me next is this coming Thursday with Queen's Gambit, our Tyranny of Dragons campaign. Chrissy's going to be there too. It's going to be great. We have gotten to the vault of galore. Like we're inside the vault and we're going to see what happens. It's already really crazy. And then this Saturday is, I believe, the penultimate episode of Seven Sons, our D&D homebrew campaign over at Neon Lights Roleplay. And it's also really crazy. We're kind of in a war right now, so you don't want to miss it. I think that's about it. Let's move on to HP.
I am the last hit point hero, and tonight I played Thrynos, the Demi Titan. Yeah, the Demi Titan, I guess. So we will see how he deals with all of that and an ironically more chipper disposition that came with it. So I don't know if something broke or what happened. But if you want to catch me doing something, I am the Gate Master for the Stargate Basilisk episode that is coming up this Friday evening, and Stargate Phoenix the Monday after. Basilisk has a few things to break, and we'll see how Phoenix tries to fix them. We're getting close to the end of that series and have been having just an absolute blast with it. So we're really looking forward to more of that. What else? I think that's the list for now. Head on over to Tony.
Hello, I am Tony playing Eliana. I just had so much shit going on tonight. It was just insane. Nothing but innuendos flying everywhere. Or suggested material. I don't know. I was playing our prophetic cleric, but I didn't see that coming, apparently. God damn it. I said bad info. No, anyway. I don't have anything else really going on besides this for now. Starting at end of January, tentatively, starts the Emerald Expeditions. It'll be a series of rotating one-shots with a rotating cast, much like the Harper's Investigations campaign. I've been going through things, trying to get things all set up and started. So that'll be an interesting once-a-month Monday game. But that has been me. We're going to go up to Al. Al, how is your fantasy football team going?
Oh, 11-1. I'm back to winning ways. And excitingly enough, this weekend coming, I'm facing the number 2 team, who is 10-2.
Rush them.
So it's 11-1 versus 10-2. This is going to be intense. It's the big showdown in our league. So it's going to be a good one. And what a week for Devontae Adams and Deebo Samuel to both be out. So never mind. I'll be fine. I'll let you know in 2 weeks from now when we'll be back here for more Oathsworn, when I will be playing Ponos, the Odyssean satyr rogue who is walking the path of the cursed one, as if some of these interactions couldn't be any more cursed if they tried. I don't know why Tony insists on doing this to himself. It's completely self-inflicted. And the amount of messages I have saying, go along with it, please. It's what I want.
Lies, all of them.
Who are they going to believe? Who are they going to believe? And with that note, I shall throw up to the mastermind behind all of this chaos. It's Chrissy.
Hey guys, it's Chrissy Crits. I played Defera Adamos, our Medusa Warlock, Path of the Haunted One. Where else can you find me? On the internet at Chrissy Crits of all the social media places. So that's where you'll find me. As far as TPK stuff, you will find me on Module Week here, and like Sir Hex said, on Thursdays, Tyranny of Dragons. I'm super excited for Tony's upcoming campaign, be in a couple of those. Stoked about that. And what else? Oh, Madness Calls It Forth. I always try to name drop that one because it's so damn good. If you're not following it, Proper has managed to somehow put clues in the website and various other places. So if you are interested in like real live action puzzle rooms, it's kind of like that. It's a lot of fun. What else? I'm a Jasper's Game Day ambassador. So if you're interested in that, I can see Heck typing. They're going to probably link that in the chat for Jasper's. Thanks, bud. And if you have any questions, you can message me on any social media about it. That's it. Now your turn.
Okay. Before I go, would our resident Titan like to quickly give a shout out to themselves? Because they did awesome. Oh, it looks so much more comfy now. Oh, you're muted. Still muted. Super still muted. Sidon, speak to me. You're muted on Skype.
I was double muted. Haha. Everyone, I am Tyrant. I tried to get it was tattoo marker, temporary tattoo marker, and I was like, oh god, I have class tomorrow, so that's gonna be fun.
The commitment.
So thankfully we were able to scrub that off.
Just wear a hat.
It's fine. It's fine. But yes, I am Tyrant. I am the resident Titan that's getting wrangled sometimes, as per the overlay. I'm not in a ton anymore. I'm going through school and all that. And Dark Echoes is taking some time off. So the next thing that I'm in will be a week from tomorrow over on Nat 20 for Against the Tides. I play a dwarf, super fun, and we're heading straight into battle as soon as the episode kicks off. So if you're interested in seeing me do a terrible Scottish accent and definitely smiting some fools, come check that out.
Secret is you got to do this while you do it. No, but also is a continuing threat here, of course. Both Tyrant and Lukalock helping me so much behind the scenes with their work as the Twin Titans site on Thylea. So definitely go check them out. Thank you so much, Ty, for coming on and joining us today. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon.
Of course, it's my pleasure. Can't wait to come back and terrorize everybody again.
There's so many interesting notes you've been passing me. So this will definitely not be your standard Odyssey the Dragonlords adventure. But that brings it to me to close it out. Hello, everyone. Once again, I am Turk Accented, or Spencer, every one of you related to me. And I had the pleasure of being your DM for the evening. Honestly, it felt like I barely had to do anything at all other than spill beer on myself and be a drunken god. For more of me and what I do, of course, keep it locked in on the Twitch and Twitter. Might have some free time coming up to jump in wherever. I eventually have to play Banner Saga again. Of course, next Tuesday, we'll be over on we'll be right back here with Harper's, which is going to be super fun. And of course, on the 14th, right back here with Oathsworn. Potentially more stuff with over on Neon Lights for the Coalition of Steel, which is so much better than the whatever of Heaven or whatever stupid name. Don't follow them, because I play a very angsty, totally the bad guy, and I'm very happy with that. But be sure to join us next time on the 14th of December as our heroes hunt after the Horn of Balmitra, liberate the Forge, the Mithril Mines, and hopefully save Christmas by the 28th. And also maybe the save the daughter of the god Pythor. I mean, it's on the list. Who knows? Anyway, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. You are part of what makes this game so great. And remember, In the land of Thylea, even the gods are bound by oath and prophecy. Thank you all so much. Good night. HB, please take us out.